Hey guys, it's Ariana. So if you haven't already seen my foundation video, I am going to be testing out more of the $1 makeup. So this is where we're going to be playing around with some of the eyeshadows and trying to make the look work. So I am going to use some of these mini pigments today because we tried the palettes in the last video and the palettes were terrible. So I'm going to actually be playing with some of the loose pigments. So I have a bunch of different colors that I want to play with today, and I also have these round little circles. This is a blush, and this is an eyeshadow, and I have a bunch of different colors. I'm going to see if any of these actually show up on my skin, because as you guys know from the last video that I did with this $1 makeup, these palettes were really pigmented for swatches, but terrible on the eyes. So it was a really disappointing video. But I definitely have all of these different colors, and I want to see if we can create a fun look. So I have a bunch of concealers as well. So this is a primer, and then I have a bunch of different color corrector primers, and then I have this concealer. And we tried this concealer before and it was not good. So I'm gonna try this eyeshadow. Actually, I think I tried both of them and I think they were both bad. Yeah, I think they were both bad, but I'm gonna try out this concealer again and see if we can make it work. So this is the AOH Perfect Concealer, and this is, this Perfect Eyeshadow Primer. So I'm just going to apply it all over my eyelids and see if it will work. So I think I used this in the last video, and you really don't get a lot of product on the doe foot when you apply it on your eyes. It's kind of annoying. I'm used to, with concealer, putting it on my eyes, you only need like the tiniest amount and it usually goes a long way. This stuff is not like that, but again, it's only $1. So if it's not gonna work out, it's not really the end of the world. So I'm just using a Morphe sponge to blend this all in. And now let's see if we can make this work. So the pigments that I have are actually some really random colors. I don't really have a whole lot of the pigments. I have like blues and whites. So I have these eyeshadow circles. So I think I'm gonna go with more of a nude, a nude-ish look. So I'm gonna go more towards this pink and maybe try and use the blush as eyeshadow. So I'm just gonna quickly go clean off my brush. So I think I'm gonna go into that blush kind of color. So this is what it looks like up close. It is like a tri-color. It has a bunch of pinks and reds and yellows. So I'm just gonna go into this blush all over my brush, and I'm gonna use it as a transition color. Now normally you don't really use colors that are shimmer in your crease as a transition color, but I don't really care. I'm just gonna do it anyway. I'm not going for a really glamorous look today. I'm just trying out to see if I can make any of this work. So I think it's a really pretty color. It's just a really like light wash of pink all over my eyes. It's not too pigmented, but it is also a blush, so it's not too bad, but it's a lot better than the palettes were. Again, if you guys haven't seen that video, I highly recommend giving it a watch because it was really entertaining and really hard to, for me, it sucked. So I'm going into this pink shade. So this is a really pretty shade. This is the shade Rose, and it's a baked eyeshadow. So I'm gonna go in with my eyeshadow side, and I like my packer brush, and I'm just going to put it all over my crease. I mean my lid. I'm gonna put it all over my lid. Now these eyeshadows are definitely on the cheaper end. Obviously they are $1 eyeshadows, so they are not the most pigmented. I know some eyeshadows from the drugstore that are on the cheaper end can be extremely pigmented, but these aren't it. So if you're looking for extremely pigmented eyeshadows, definitely look elsewhere than ShopMissA because they're not pigmented at all. But it does still give off a little bit of a nice pink, just lid color. It's definitely a nice pink if you're going for a very nude look. Now just to give a little bit of dimension into this eye look, I'm going to go into this color. So this is a deeper red, and this is the color Saffron. I'm going to go in with the Luxie Mini 131 brush, and I'm going to coat it in this saffron color. So it's a really pretty deep red, and I'm picking up a lot on my brush because I know that these are not very pigmented. So I'm trying to go in with quite a bit. So that's actually a lot more pigmented than the other shades that I've tried using, so that's actually pretty good. I'm really impressed with this color. So I'm just gonna try and deepen this color just a little bit. The only problem that I have with these pigments is they kind of tend to fade away as you're trying to blend them into each other. So again, they're not very pigmented. You can't get really, really, really gorgeous looks with these because they kind of suck. But this is the most impressive one that I've used so far. Now I'm just gonna go in with my blender side and that rose color and just blend it all in a little bit more so that there's no harsh lines. Now, I'm gonna try going in with the UHD Pro Setting Spray. If you guys hear noise in the background, I have my Roomba going in my house. My boyfriend's sister, Jamie, she just brought one over for me and it is designed for pet hair and we have 4 dogs. So it's just kind of going around the house right now and bumping into things and it's really hilarious. So if you hear that noise, it's my Roomba. So I'm going in with the rose color again and I'm just gonna use the UHD Pro Setting Spray. So again, the setting spray was only $1 on ShopMissA. And then I'm going to try and make this pink show up a little bit more. So that setting spray smells like perfume. It's kind of weird. So I don't really see that that helped at all. So I'm gonna try coating my brush and then go into the powder and then try coating it again and then go on. If you're not into scents, you really won't like this setting spray, so I would avoid it if you are sensitive. So it's not really blending out that well, so I'm gonna go in with more of the eyeshadow, but I'm gonna use the Urban Decay setting spray and see if that makes a difference. That helped it blend out a little bit more with the different setting spray. I just don't really like that UHD setting spray, but they did make the eye look a little bit better. So I'm gonna go in and do the same thing on the other side, but I think I'm just gonna use the Urban Decay setting spray. And then I'm gonna go back in with that saffron color and just darken the outer corner a little bit. Bring it into my crease a little bit and blend those colors together. And then the last thing that I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go back into that blush color that we used in the crease. And I'm just going to intensify the color in the crease. And now I'm gonna go in with some eyeliner. So this is the Amuse eyeliner waterproof. So it looks like this. It's a really interesting packaging design and it's just a liquid liner. So I'm going to try and do a wing liner. So that is probably one of the worst wings I've ever done in my life, but that is nothing to do with the product. Everything to do with me just failing at wing liner right now. The product is actually pretty nice. It goes on fine and it works well. That wing is way better than that side. That side is all sorts of fucked up. But I'm gonna bring you guys back up and throw on some lashes. They don't even look remotely alike. This one like goes up weirdly and this one goes like up weirdly. Whatever, I really don't care right now. So now that my eyeliner is done and it looks terrible and it's hilarious, this eyeshadow actually turned out fine. It is just a very simple pink eye look. I wasn't going for anything dramatic and I just wanted to try out these singles again because they were in my room and I wanted to try them out. They definitely aren't very pigmented, so if you are used to higher end makeup, you will be definitely disappointed with them. But again, they're only $1, so really how disappointed can you be? The eyeliner worked fine. I just suck at eyeliner, obviously. Nothing against the product. So now I'm gonna quickly go back to my other video and do my foundation and the eyebrows and stuff, and then I will come back and do the under eyes with you guys, and then yeah. Okay, so now that I have the foundation on and some bronzer on, I'm just coming back to do some highlight with you guys and finish the under eyes. So I'm just gonna go in with the color Cloud, and it's a very white highlighter, very similar to Jeffree Star's Ice Cold, but I don't think it's gonna be as blinding. So I'm just going to put it on. Nope, not nearly as blinding at all. It's literally not showing up. Maybe if I use the right brush. Oh my god, kick my ring light. It'll work better. No, it's not really as blinding as I would like it to be. It is showing up now with a different brush, but nothing like I'm used to. You guys can still see like where the highlight is, but it's nothing like ice cold. So here is Jeffree Star's Ice Cold. So I'm gonna go in with a little bit and just put it over top. And there's the difference between Jeffree Star versus $1 makeup. Oh my God, there isn't even a comparison. But as you guys know, I love a blinding highlight. I would coat my whole freaking face in that if I could. So I'm not even going to bother putting the highlight on my brow bone. I'm just gonna go in with Ice Cold. Because that $1 highlight was pretty not noticeable. But either way, so now we can finish up the under eyes. So I'm gonna go in with that rose color, and I am gonna go in with a fluffy blending brush, and I'm just going to sweep that underneath my eyes. And I think that's pretty good for just a very simple nude eye look. This is definitely not a look that I would go for usually, but I definitely just wanted to try out some of these products because they're really pretty. As for the eyeshadows, I do think that these ones work a little bit better than the palettes. The palettes really didn't work at all. I just think that you have to use quite a bit of the product to get an eye look that works with this, whereas the eyeliner worked pretty well. I just am terrible at eyeliner right now for whatever reason. I'm just not used to using liquid eyeliner. I would say that the eyeshadows are definitely really pretty. They worked fairly decently. I don't really have any complaints about them. Well, besides I wish they were a little bit more pigmented, but like what can you do? So now I'm gonna quickly go throw on some lashes and I will be right back. I'm gonna be using my normal lashes that I always use because the lashes that I have for the $1 makeup I'm gonna use for a different video. So I'm gonna quickly go throw these ones on. Okay, so now that I have the eyelashes on, I'm just gonna go in with some LA Colors Lash Building Mascara. Again, this is another $1 mascara. And I'm just gonna do the bottom lashes. That mascara is pretty okay for $1, but it's definitely not really in comparison to the other brands that I have. But I think that is everything for the eyeshadow side of things. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys did enjoy this video, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below for more content like this. And I hope you guys did enjoy this random kind of mini video that I'm doing, part of this series. So this is just the $1 eyeshadow. So we used the AOA Studio. Most of the products that I used in this video was from AOA, besides the UHD and then the LA Colors mascara and the Amuse eyeliner. But most of the stuff, the main products for the eyes was AOH. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys at my next video. Bye.